Hey everyone, today we are going to customize some tumblers, and I am using these 40-ounce tumblers that you can get at Michael's. They come in lots of different colors. We just had a new drop of summer colors too. So there are teals, there are pinks, there are blacks, there are whites, there are silvers. There are so many different colors and really fun, exciting things for you to check out. So what we're going to do with these tumblers, we're going to do two different kind of projects. We're going to work on two things kind of simultaneously. And we are going to be making this leopard print tumbler, which I think is really cool. We're going to be using vinyl. We're going to be using our Cricut in order to cut this and transfer it onto the mug. The other thing we're going to talk about is diamond art. I really am obsessed with this diamond art. I love the some people can't stand it, but I just love making these cute little things out of these diamonds. And I love the time it takes to actually make it, because then it's something that I'm really proud of. So we can make some different diamond designs, and then we can also we can put these onto these tumblers as well to kind of customize them in a different way with a little bit of texture. There are some sealants involved so that we can keep the diamonds where they're supposed to be. But with all of these tumblers, because they're stainless steel, they're going to keep your drink nice and warm or nice and cold, depending on what kind of drink you have in here, but you can't put them in the dishwasher. So even though we will be using permanent vinyl, which is dishwasher safe, it can go through the dishwasher lots and lots of times. The tumblers in general don't do well in the dishwasher. That's with pretty much all of these stainless steel tumblers that you might purchase. So you're going to want to hand wash them, but that just makes it more personalized, more opportunities for us to do all kinds of fun things to make it yours so that you can stand out and not lose your tumbler, or everyone will know it's your tumbler and give it back to you. So we're going to be working with the Cricut. The machine that I have today is the Cricut Explorer Air 2, but any of the cutting machines will work. So if you have an Explorer, if you have a Maker, even if you have a Cricut Joy, there's ways to adapt the project that we're doing today so that you will be able to fit it into your machine. But I'm going to be using a mat. I am going to be using some permanent vinyl. And on the back of it, this is Make Market. So Make Market permanent vinyl, Cricut permanent vinyl. Metallic adhesive was the one that I put into the shopping list if you want that pop of color, depending on what color your tumbler is. Today, I'm going to be working on this teal tumbler. And I've decided that my leopard print is going to be black on this teal tumbler, and I'm excited to see how it ends up. So I have went ahead and created something in Cricut Design Space for you. So Felicia's dropped that link into the chat, but even if you're watching this later on YouTube, I'm going to show you how to find it using the Cricut software. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you what Design Space looks like. So give me a moment. Here we go. And I have Design Space right here. So when you open up your Design Space, there's a search bar in the top left-hand corner if you're working on your desktop. And Felicia, are you able to see my screen share? Is that okay?
The only thing I see is your blue background.
Okay.
I don't
Cool.
see.
Let me share one more time. New share. There we go. How about this one?
That's it.
Alrighty. So in this search bar up at the top, what we're going to do is we're going to type in my name. So my name is Meghan Fahey, F-A-H-E-Y, and my Meghan has an H in it, very Irish. And I'm going to enter, and then I'm going to kind of arrow down through all of this stuff. And so these are just some designs that some other people named Meghan may have come up with. But down at the bottom of the screen, when I arrow down, you're going to see a bunch of different community members. Okay, that's me. I'm a member of the Cricut community. So you can click on me and you're going to see some of the different designs that I'll use for different classes. So I taught a class where we did some glass etching using the Cricut. I've also taught some classes on paper flowers where we have these different designs you can use for paper flowers. But here is our perfect tumbler because we are using our leopard print today. So some cat action. When I click on that, or when you click on the link that you have, you're going to go to either customize it or make it. Everything's set up for me in the way that I want it, so I am going to go ahead and make it. It's going to put this leopard print onto a mat for me. It's going to be a 12 by 12 mat. So if you have a Cricut Joy, you're definitely going to need to change this up a little bit or use lots of different mats in order to get the same effect. But I have my Cricut machine turned on, so I can go ahead and hit the continue button. And then on my machine, I'm going to see a feeder start to flash at me. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing for now. And I'm going to see on my Cricut machine, I have a button that's flashing. So I need to load up my vinyls. And I'm using Make Market Black Permanent Vinyl. I'm using a matte because I was a little bit worried about the lights from the camera and things like that that are going to be shiny. But you can use a shiny, you can use a metallic, you can use a gold, you can use whatever color it is you want, but make sure that what you're using is a permanent vinyl. There is such a thing as removable vinyl, and you don't want to use that today. You want to use permanent vinyl. So I'm taking my Cricut mat, peeling off the protector sheet, and then I have cut a 12 by 12 piece of permanent matte black vinyl. But this can be whatever kind of vinyl you want it to be. If you wanted a gold, if you wanted a metallic, whatever you want it. And I'm carefully placing this onto my mat. And I'll show you again in just one moment. After I have made a sticky, must be a new mat because I have some good stick on it. There we go. I'm laying it down, lining it up. My Cricut machine at this point is flashing at me to load it because I have an Explorer 2, so it's a little bit of an older model, but hey, it works. It works great. So I'm going to feed it into my Explorer 2. I'm going to hit the button that's flashing to feed it. And then on my Cricut screen, I'm going to go back to it. I'm not going to show you, but I'm going to go back to it and make sure that everything's good to go. And it does look like it's good to go. So now my Cricut button is flashing. And each model is a little bit different, but this is pretty much the same method. So now that this button's flashing, I'm going to go ahead and let it go. And this cut that I'm doing, it's the whole entire 12 by 12. So it will take maybe about 3 minutes or so, which is not terribly long. But then I'm going to have 2 pieces that I'm going to put onto transfer tape that I'm going to place onto my tumbler. So while this is cutting, we'll give it some time. I'm also going to talk to you about diamond art. So I think at this point, Felicia, if you don't mind switching over to the other camera. And then here, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about diamond art. So the kit that I put into the instructions for today looks something like this. There are lots of different diamond art kits that are at the Michaels stores. This one is really cool. It has all these different birds, peacocks, flamingos, toucans, owls, hummingbirds, all sorts of fun things. But the difference between this kit and this kit is that this kit is a partial, which means that it's not the entire scene. So there's not dots on the whole thing. It's something that's like a cutout. And I don't know if you can tell from this camera angle, but this is actually a canvas. So you peel this off and it's sticky and you can put all the diamond dots onto this. But what's tricky about this is that then you have something to frame. You don't necessarily have something that you can put onto something else. So it is the finished artwork. So what's great about the multi-surface adhesive, so if you see this little circle that says multi-surface adhesive, what that means is that it's going to be this clear piece that has grid lines on it for you to line up your diamond dots, but then it's like a double-sided adhesive, so you can peel it off and you can cut it down to the right size and you can place it onto whatever surface you want. So today I'm going to be placing it on tumblers, but I also want to show you that you can take this same kit and you can make diamond art designs, and then you can place them, just peel and stick onto these little journals, which I think is so adorable. Or you can peel and stick them onto your computer. You can peel and stick them onto your cell phone. And there is a sealant that comes with it so that you can kind of put a protective layer over this so that you're not going to necessarily have them falling off. So these diamond dots, this kit is really a do-it-yourself kind of kit where you can make up whatever design you want. Or you can buy something that has the design and then you'll just need this multi-surface stick paper in order to stick it somewhere else besides the canvas. So what I did when I was making this flamingo is I used the multi-surface paper from this kit and I lined up the flamingo onto here and I was able to use that pattern from this other kit. And I had to make the legs a little bit shorter so that it's gonna be able to fit onto my tumbler. But I did make those legs just a tiny bit shorter than the original pattern. But you can also make up your own patterns. So you don't need to buy a second kit just for the patterns. You can always take out some graph paper. I'm a really big nerd if you don't already know this, and make up some of your own patterns. So this is one of my own patterns that I've been kind of working on with this heart. And I'm going to show you how this diamond art works a little bit too. So we'll get back to this in a little bit. And then we're going to put both of these, the flamingo and the heart, onto this particular pink tumbler. And we're going to have a really beautiful tumbler over there too. So if you don't have those 40-ounce tumblers, but you have something like a different kind of tumbler, a smaller one, maybe an 18.5 or something, there are other designs that we can put onto that one. Or because this leopard print is going to cut in 2 strips, you could just use one of the strips on a different size tumbler as well. So as that keeps going, I'm also going to show you with the diamond art, and then we're going to come back to the tumbler as soon as the tumbler is ready, being cut on a Cricut machine. So this is something that I just I took a bunch of the different colors from this set that I showed you before. It comes with so many really cool rainbow colors. So I just went for it and put a lot of different color on here, and I kind of made up this design as I go. I did not plan it ahead of time, but I want to show you the sealant that comes with it. So let me find my sealant. It comes with some glue. So if the adhesive is not enough, there's an extra glue, or if you want to put the glue onto the surface you're going to put it on for an extra hold, you can do that. And then there is a sealant that has a sponge on top of it also. Just a matter of me grabbing it. Here we go. So this is the diamond art sealant, and once it's dry, it says that you can clean it with soap and water, so it's no problem for this to be on your tumbler and still be able to clean that. But do go ahead and allow 2 hours for it to fully dry. So this comes inside of this kit. It has a spongy top, and I've already kind of primed it a little bit by going up and down. And I'm just kind of applying a layer of this and squeezing as I go to get some of that sealant to come out. And I'm going up and down my pattern, or right to left and left to right, in order to get enough of this sealant on it. And then you can choose to let this dry for about 2 hours for the full effect. And then this peels off on the back, and then you can adhere it to a different journal. So you can go ahead and place this down on something hard like a journal, or like a laptop case, or like a mug, or any of the other surfaces that you might want to put this diamond art onto. And you just peel back this layer after you've let it dry. You can also onto your tumbler, then put the sealant, and then let the whole thing dry too. So you can do it either way, and both of those ways are going to work and give you that extra level of protection in order for those dots to not really go anywhere and not really fall off. So I'm going to put this to the side, and we're in luck because our leopard tumbler is just about done being cut. And the next step in that particular project is going to be to do something called weeding. So I am going to come back to the diamond art after I finished my tumbler. And I see that we have a couple of questions maybe. So how do you measure the tumbler size since they come in different sizes? Great question. So, and Felicia answered this, but I do recommend taking a measuring tape if you have like a sewing measuring tape that bends, and kind of measuring around the circumference. What I like about these new 40-ounce tumblers is that the size doesn't really change that much. It is a pretty good rectangle. So I cut my leopard print into 2 rectangles, one that I'm going to wrap around on this part and one that I'm going to wrap around on this part. And then I'll also show you how to take care of the side that is kind of beveled or is kind of indented in. And I'll show you how we can make that still lay flat and look really nice also. So yeah, if you have a different size tumbler, sometimes of paper and wrap it around it too. And when you notice the paper kind of moving away from the mug, you know that the shape is changing. So you might want to keep your design just on this portion where you can kind of control it a little bit better. You don't want it to take up the whole space, because then you do have to take into account the fact that something might kind of fold over or might not lay as nicely. So you can keep that in mind. But I do like these new 40-ounce tumblers because for the most part, this surface is pretty much a flat rectangle. If I cut this open and laid it down, it would be a pretty nice flat rectangle until it gets to this ridge right here. So that's going to be a really good way for you to be able to take care of that. So my cutting is done on my Cricut, and I am ready to start weeding this and cutting this down so that we can put this onto my teal tumbler. And then I'm going to make the whole complete leopard tumbler for you. And then we'll come back to the diamond art one more time and finish up that project as well. So I have this all, and you might be able to tell, or you might not, that it has all the different leopard print on it. So I'm going to peel this off of my mat and set the mat to the side. There we go. And I am also going to cut this using my paper cutter, because I broke this pattern into 2 different rectangles, one for the top and one for the bottom. So I am going to kind of cut these apart with my paper cutter. You don't have to use a paper cutter. I just happen to have one and it's nice. But if you just have a normal pair of scissors, that's fine. So here's one rectangle and here's the other rectangle. And since this top one is larger, that's going to be the top of my tumbler, and this is going to be the bottom portion of my tumbler. And then I'm going to do some weeding. So I have my weeding tool, and we want to leave the spots and take everything else off. So all of the background is coming up. So I've kind of poked under. There's a question in the chat too about removable handles, and these tumblers do have screws on the handles. So I have personally never tried to take them off, but I would imagine that because they have those screws, that you will be able to take those off to get really perfect seams. If you are a tumbler queen or king and you are good at making tumblers, I really think you can take those off, but I personally haven't tried it yet myself. So I am peeling back this beautiful leopard print. And what's nice about this print that I found in Design Space, so this is a print or an image that comes with access. So you might have to pay a little bit of money for this one print, or if you have an access subscription, then this will come for free with your access subscription in Design Space. And I'm taking this up and leaving all my leopard spots behind. And it's a really nice peel, so the weeding is not difficult for this, which is good. Quick and easy. Can make a lot of these tumblers for gifts or for a group of coworkers, all sorts of things. So I'm peeling this back pretty easily and pretty quickly, leaving all of my beautiful leopard spots. And I can throw away that extra part that I just took off.
You know what, Megan?
Yeah.
And just as a side note, if someone wanted to use, if they were not using the permanent vinyl and they did that same pattern, they actually could have used the piece that they peeled off as a
As the
template.
reverse.
Yes, as a
I love
template,
that.
and could have maybe used maybe some type of etching cream.
Yes. Oh my
Yes.
God, yes. Okay, so Felicia has great ideas. Felicia is a master crafter also. So when I do this next one, I'm going to show you what she's talking about. But basically, I could have taken off, when I took off that piece, you could put it onto something else because you have your very own stencil. So I'll show you when I do that bottom part what Felicia's talking about, because I think that's a great idea. So I'm taking off this band, but I do just want you to know that this is BPA free, this stainless steel insulated tumbler. It's 40 ounces. It's got a straw. It also has a lid so you can close off your straw. And it has this lovely thing so that it actually doesn't leak. So these are actually very good. They're leak proof. They fit into your cup holder. They're double wall insulated. They're safe for liquids, hot and cold. So this is a really good information. And again, I did tell you that you do want to wash these, hand wash these rather than put them in the dishwasher. So that's the one thing. So I have this piece and it's going to fit nicely around. And you'll notice that it's a little bit longer than where the dent comes into the cup or where that indentation comes. So I am going to use this top line as my top line. But then when it comes to getting down here, I'm going to take my scissors with this print and I'm going to be a little creative with my cutting. So I'm going to actually cut and not have the part that's going to hang off the bottom. So I'm kind of cutting around the pattern rather than cutting a straight line, because I'm going to be able to save those, and those spots, I can fill in the gaps with those spots, and I can use that second piece that I have also. So here's what I have so far. And now all of these pieces are going to lay down very nicely, and we're not going to have to worry about anything bending over this mark. But then we can take these pieces and we can kind of take them and peel them over and lay them down individually, which is going to help us get a nice smooth finish rather than trying to force it over that curve. So at this point, what we want to do is we want to use our transfer tape. So we have Cricut transfer tape, we have Make Market transfer tape. I'm going to be using some Make Market transfer tape, and I'm going to cut a bit of my Make Market transfer tape down towards that size. And we are going to transfer it onto the transfer tape in order to put it onto our surface. And transfer tape can be used multiple times. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this down. There we go. And now that I have that tape, I'm going to peel up the backer paper. And if you have other questions, or if I am moving too fast and you want to ask me something, please know in the chat. And if you happen to end up making this project today, I would love to see it. So we have a Michael's Instagram called Learn with Michael's, where it talks specifically about the classes and events and different things going on. And if you tag us at Learn with Michael's and show me what you make, we're able to share that with everyone too. So that's a really cool, fun way to get that out. I'm struggling with this paper. My nails. All right, there we go. So I'm peeling the backer paper off. There are different stickinesses of, you know what? That is exactly what's happening here. I just now noticed, because the kind that I'm using is a strong hold, and it just had a very strong hold on the paper that it was on the back of. So you're right, there are different levels of stickiness to the transfer tape. And this was a strong hold. I probably did not need that strong of a hold. So you're absolutely right. All right. Of course, I don't happen to have my scraper tool next to me, so I'm going to make do with a ruler. And I'm going to kind of go over this. And what I'm doing is I'm making sure that this transfer tape is gripping what's on here. And because it's a strong grip, I'm pretty sure it's going to grip it. That's not going to be the problem. So I'm just kind of smoothing this over. And then I am going to remove that backing paper, leaving the design onto the transfer tape. Yep, it's on there. This part isn't coming onto the transfer tape because there's no tape down there, and that's okay. And now I have this beautiful strip of these spots, and I'm going to be able to put them onto my surface. So here we go. I'm going to line this up with the top. And I'm going to leave a little bit of space by that silver rim. And then I'm going to wrap this around. And it might go underneath. So at this point, I might need to do a little bit of creative cutting right here. so that I can get that piece, or I don't necessarily need that extra dot right there, so I can cut that down. And then it slips under that handle really nicely. And then at this point, because this is a strong grip, I want to make sure that I press this down and use a scraper tool or use something solid to kind of adhere the Cricut design to my stainless steel tumbler so that I can peel away that transfer tape and have those nice spots. I'm just pressing that down right there to make sure that it gets onto my tumbler. And this is a strong grip, so I'm gonna have to use some strength. But I got it, don't worry. Under control. You can hear the strength of the grip.
Good job.
Right? Working hard on this Friday. There we go. All right, so we have all our dots and they're looking really nice. And then I can just make sure that they're flat. And if anything has a little bit of a bubble, like this one has a little bit of a bubble, I can use a scraper tool or something flat in order to push that air pocket around and get that to kind of disappear. All right, so that was the first strip. And then I have the bottom portion. So you can mix and match with this. You can decide where you want it to be. Or if you want to start with your second rectangle, you can also start with your second rectangle and do it that way too. But I think we have almost enough. Actually, let's go ahead and weed this and I'll show you what Felicia was talking about. So do the bubbles come out once it settles? You do have to push them out. So with this one, I honestly think I might have something on my tumbler rather than it being an air bubble. So I'm going to peel up this particular spot and check out what's going on. So I think I had a little piece of something that was causing that to kind of pucker. And then I'm going to lay it back down. And this time I should get it a lot smoother.
And
So
you know
there's,
what? I'm actually going to jump in
yeah,
because you said that. That is definitely a great segue of making sure that once you take off the labeling, to clean off your tumbler before adding something onto it,
yes.
just for that particular reason.
Perfect, you're right. And so, and I know Felicia's taught me this before too, that you can use a microfiber cloth in order to get any fingerprints off of your cup too. So especially if you're using something like this true stainless steel, you want to use a microfiber cloth. And what's your other tip? Is it a coffee filter?
Uh, I think Kesley gave us that one, but you can always use some type of baby wipe
Oh,
as
baby wipe.
well
That's a good idea.
and wipe off.
Sweet.
And that's for any oils that you may have on your fingers.
Yes. To keep from making your fingerprints all over. All right, so this time I'm going to peel this up more carefully on purpose because I'm going to do that thing that Felicia was talking about. And I'm going to put it on this brown paper just to show us. So rather than throwing this part away, we can use this in a different way. We can use this as its own design, or we can use it as a stencil. We can use it lots of different ways. So instead of throwing it, I'm going to be careful while I'm taking it off and kind of keep from bunching it. There we go. Ooh. So at this point, you can use this as a reverse print. So I'm putting it sticky side up facing you. And you can put this onto something and make your own. It's just the reverse of this one, which is also just wrap this around another cup and make a different mug with a different feel to it. Or you could put this adhesive side down onto something and you can use some etching cream and you could actually etch some glass if this was removable vinyl especially. Or you could put some paint and then you could peel the stencil back up. So there's lots of things that you can do with this besides just tossing it. So that's a great suggestion.
You know what, Megan?
Yep.
Maybe for another class, we can do the popular citrus strip.
Ooh, yeah, that's a great idea. All right, so there are a couple on this that are like cut off, and I'm actually not even going to transfer these dots because I don't want it to look like another solid line. So I'm taking these dots off, or you can cut around them like I was doing before with my scissors, but I'm not going to use all of these. So the ones that are cut off on my design, I'm going to cut around them because I don't necessarily need them. And I don't want it to look like another line. What is nice about this pattern is that if I wanted to match it up, the pattern does repeat and does match up really nicely with itself. But I don't want these stickers to be cut in pieces, so I am kind of just removing them as I go. And some of these might land on that bend, and I'm going to show you how to deal with that once we get there. But I'm kind of taking, and this is going to be the bottom of my mug with that straight line. And then up here is going to be a little bit jaggedy, but that's okay because that will fit in with the rest of our pattern. So what I'm doing is I'm making this part the bottom, and then I'm adding these pieces. So where there are spots that it's going to start bending, we're going to pay special attention to those, and we're going to kind of do some of those by hand. And then down here, I think I'm pretty good on this line. Yeah. You don't have to trim this down, but I'm just going to trim it down for myself. And then I wonder if I wish I had a different transfer tape that wasn't so strong, but I think I'm just going to go for it again. We'll have to see my strength again. And I can use that same piece if I want to. If I know where I put it, which, you know, is its own thing. And I'm going to transfer these spots onto this transfer tape. And then I'm going to transfer it around the bottom of my mug or my tumbler. And then I'm going to do some of that middle piecing part by hand to get us a nice finish. So let's see. I am brave. Thank you. Trying the strong grip again. No fear. I don't know if it's brave or dumb, but we'll find out soon enough. And I'm going to see how this is going to fit. And if there's something I don't like I don't like the overlap of that one, I'm going to cut this off too. And like I said, I'll keep all these stickers because I can place them in just a little bit. Here we go. She is brave. She is strong. She can do this.
Once again, you got it.
The she is me, by the way. In case anyone was wondering. All right, thank you, Felicia. Yes. So I'm pulling off the backing paper with my fingernails, or I could use my weeding tool if I was, you know, clever. There we go. And sticky side towards my leopard print. Go. Lining that up. Strong grip. Be gripping. It is ready, whether I am or not. This is the life of a crafter. You just got to keep trying and you just got to keep going. Okay. I have transferred. I am going to go over this. I'm going to see if I can get them all to stick to my transfer tape. All right. I'm going to remove that backing paper. And there are my beautiful leopard prints. And I'm going to go ahead and put this around the bottom portion. Once I get this last piece. There we go. And this is my bottom line. So that's going to go around the bottom of my tumbler. Okay. And I'm going to start it here just so that I miss this spot right here. Here we Go strong grip. Okay. And we'll go back and fix anything. And because this is the strong grip and it's given me a little bit of a hard time, I am going to cut this into 2 pieces to lay down, just to make it a little easier on myself. So that if I need to realign it, I can pretty easily. So I'm cutting it into 2 smaller rectangles so that I can just work with a little bit at a time. And you should be able to do yours okay, but I'm making my life more difficult with this stickier paper. That's how I roll. Okay. And this is a good tip in general too, of if you find yourself not being able to roll your pattern nicely, you can make cuts in your transfer tape in order for things to go more smoothly. So these look like pretty good placements. Since this isn't touching my tumbler, I'm going to cut this transfer tape right here too, in order to lay that one down nice and flat. I am going to go ahead and peel this up right away because I want to see what it looks like before I put my next piece down. There we go. That's going pretty well. And here I'm pulling this side down, trying to keep all my leopard spots in place. This one's coming up a little bit, but that's okay. I don't need all of them. And that's that strong grip. So if you just have a normal grip, standard grip, I think is what it's called, that would be even better. You have less of a struggle for sure. A little bit more scraping, just to make sure that the vinyl is getting onto the tumbler. There you go. And I'm peeling it back. And I'm going to let those dots come up, and that's okay. And I'm going to go ahead and take off this little piece that I left with my tool carefully. All right, so this one is on the bend, but it is able to still lay flat. This one got a little bit crinkled in the process, so I'm going to go ahead and lift that piece back up with my tool and kind of relay it so that there aren't any bends or cracks. This one got a little bit wrinkled down here too. And again, most of this is happening because I am using a strong grip rather than a standard grip. So there we go. And if I want to fill in that space, I have plenty of extra dots that I can pick from. And so you can just find one. And what's great about this is it really is like a sticker. So I can just peel this up and then I can go ahead and place a sticker down. And once I place these stickers down, this will be permanent vinyl. And so it will stay nice on your tumbler. So there we have that so far. And then I have a little bit more space that I'm going to fill up. And I can come back here and I can kind of pick out some more of these stickers and decide where I want to put them. And what's nice about this pattern is you really can't tell where the pattern begins or ends, and it's just kind of doing its thing. So this is going directly over one of these curves. So I'm laying that bottom part down, and then I'm just letting the top do what it needs to in order to lay flat. And that was able to cover up that space really nice without any creases. So that lay nice and flat. You can pick out a couple more of these different sticker patterns to put down in some of these blank spaces. You can turn them upside down. You can turn them in different ways, and they still fit really nicely into that pattern pretty seamlessly. You wouldn't know that that's not supposed to be there or that you put it there extra. So let's see, I'm going to take this one, and I'm just taking these extra ones that I didn't use from my first piece. And that's what I'm using to kind of fill in some blanks. And because this is going on that curve, I'm going to want to place one of the sides down before I bend it over and see where it's going to land. I think I'm going to add another dot over here. And this is all kind of just doing this, playing it by ear, being an artist, kind of figuring out where you want your spots. If you see a space and you want to fill it, find a good sticker to fill it with. And that's all you need to do to be able to cover some of that up. And some of the stickers are smaller than others, so this is a smaller kind of space, so I picked a smaller kind of pattern sticker. And I bent it over that curve really nicely, and it's very smooth. It's not coming up at all. And then I have a little bit more space that I'm going to fill up with my stickers with this bottom piece. And then I also can come back up here and fill in some of this as well. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and lay this down. And I'm just going to do a little bit at a time because it was giving me so much trouble. There we go. And I'm going to kind of make sure that I go over those with a scraper so that they are adhering to my tumbler. There we go. Those corners are really important. And once you get your peel started, it's much easier, but I want to make sure that that's nice and attached to the tumbler. There we go. And I'm getting these leopard spots onto my tumbler by removing that transfer tape. Standard grip, of course. We've all learned an important crafting lesson today. There we go. This one I'm going to kind of push down to make sure that it's attaching to my tumbler. There we go. And I would love to see what anyone else is making. And I hope that you're having a good time with this and not getting too frustrated. And they really make for tumblers. And I would be happy to receive this as a gift. If someone made this for me, I'd be very impressed. And I would think it was very cool and personalized. So feel free to make one of these for yourself or for a friend. Take a picture, send it to us at Learn with Michael so that we can see it. And there we go. All right. And I am going to go back and check on some of these because of how they laid down. And I'm really going to go ahead and finish this up by adding them as stickers because that process seemed to go a lot easier for me. And I think it'll be quicker for us to finish up together too. So the permanent vinyl on the tumbler, if it was on any other surface, the vinyl, Cricut themselves have tested their vinyl and it can go through a dishwasher. I think the number is something like 200 times without the permanent vinyl peeling or falling off. So I would say that hand washing should be even easier than a dishwasher. So I think that once this permanent vinyl is adhered and you have it in place and you let it sit, you should be able to have this on here for at least 200 hand washes as well. Probably even longer. And I would not hit this with water until I've already let it sit for probably overnight, just to be safe. And if I don't end up liking that spot, I can always take it off because I have plenty more. So I'm going to finish this up by filling in the spaces with these stickers. Ooh. And I'm really into this pattern. I think it looks really awesome. Very sharp, very professional. Okay. This one I'm going to do on the bend a little bit. So I'm going to be careful in placing it. Here we go. couple more, and then we'll be done. And if you have other questions, let me know in the chat. It's fun to see what you guys are wondering about. Or if you have any other tips and tricks that you'd like to add to the mix, we're happy to share those with everybody as well. Like that one right there. So I am just peeling these off of the backing paper and placing them wherever I want them. And especially if I'm going on a bend, I'm just making sure to be careful with that. So get flat. The way that these stickers come off is if they're not flat, then they start getting stuck on things and they end up falling off. But as long as your design is laid pretty flat, you're going to be safe for a long time. So they do make glitter permanent vinyl that you can use on tumblers. And I've asked about that. I was curious if the glitter permanent vinyl, if it comes off. But once you get it in your hands, you're going to tell that this particular make market permanent vinyl that's like a glitter, this isn't going anywhere. So I'm sure when you wash it with water, that glitter isn't going to come off. So there are some good permanent vinyls that don't have, it's not like three-dimensional where that glitter is going to actually fall back off. So this is looking good, and I'm very happy with how this is going. And maybe just one or two more to cover a few bald spots. Maybe one up here too. So I have some of these pieces that have that line at the top. So if I want to add an extra piece up here, that kind of still gives me that illusion of that line at the top. That would be a good place for it. I think maybe one more right here, and then I think I'm done. So I love the way that this is looking so far. And remember that this was a design that's on Design Space. So you can access this again and you can cut it out yourself and do lots of different things with this pattern. There we go. And this is looking good. So you do not need to seal this on your tumbler, but Mod Podge makes a dishwasher safe sealant that you could paint over the whole entire thing with that dishwasher safe. Now, remember I said before that we're not going to put our stainless steel tumblers in the dishwasher, but a dishwasher safe Mod Podge is going to keep it water resistant. So that's going to be a nice seal for this too, if you want that, or if you're really worried about your stickers coming up. But I really like the way that this is turning out. You could, of course, add an initial. You could, of course, add someone's name. You could do this in multi-colors. You could do it in multi-layers. There's lots of things that you can do with that, but I love the way that this has turned out. So I'm going to go back and finish up my last diamond art piece. And I'm going to take my pink tumbler and I am going to attach this lovely heart I've been working on. So this is a double-sided, so it has a sticky adhesive on the back. And I am going to go ahead, just because I've had so much trouble today peeling up with my fingers, I'm going to go ahead and peel this before I cut it down. So this is a sticky part that's going to attach to my mug or to my tumbler. And then I'm going to cut around the edges of this to remove some of the excess. And there is another glue and a sealant that comes with this particular diamond art kit. And I have this pattern posted on my Instagram. My personal Instagram is 4mcoleman. So you're welcome to go there. And if you want to take this heart and use this heart pattern, you are more than welcome to. It's just one that I kind of played with and made up on a piece of graph paper. So I'm taking off this excess heart to my heart. In this multi-surface, once you have it on the sealant, it can be washed also with soap and water. So it is safe for you to hand wash this portion as well once you've let it dry for 2 hours. So now that I have that multi-surface sticker, I can decide where I want the placement to be. I think I want it right about here. and I'm just attaching that. And what I love about this is that it has an extra texture. And so I love being able to feel a texture like this. It's very calming, really great for anxiety. And if I want to, I can go back and use the sealant, and I can go ahead and seal that. I also have my flamingo, so I can attach some of the glue that comes with it, and I can go ahead and attach this flamingo to my tumbler as well. I love this flamingo. I think it's so stinking cute. So there are other pictures of like succulents and things that you saw for this class, and all of those are available in kits, make market kits with this diamond art. But you can always kind of create some of your own designs, either in like Excel or on some graph paper if you want to do it by hand. And I'm putting a little bit of glue on this flamingo to add some extra adhesion to that sticky side. And then I'm going to place this on here as well. Then we're going to call it a day, I think. Oh my God, this is so cute. I love it. I love it. See where I want this flamingo to be. And I did shrink its legs just a little bit to be able to fit on my tumbler even better. But I love this flamingo. It's so stinking cute. There we go. I'm gonna let that glue dry. I think this glue says that it needs to dry for 2 hours as well. So I am gonna let that dry, but look at that adorable flamingo.
And
then
Megan, can you show that glue again, please?
Sure. So this tiny little glue is diamond art glue, and this is the diamond art sealant. And both of these come with this kit. So the important part of the kit is that it's multi-surface adhesive, which means that there's going to be a sticky side for you to attach your diamond dots, and there's going to be a sticky side so that you can attach it to a journal, you can attach it to a mug, you can attach it to a tumbler, you can attach it to whatever. But this kit does come with both of these glues, this diamond art glue that I just used to attach the flamingo, and also the sealant that had that foam tip at the top so that you can seal those diamonds down and not let those come up off of your mug or off of your tumbler. So we were able today in 1 hour, regardless of anything standing in our way, able to make 2 really beautiful tumblers that I'm very excited about. So this was our leopard print tumbler, and we cut that out using permanent vinyl on our Cricut machine using the design space. And then we were also able to take our diamond art, and when you finish a diamond art piece, you can cut it down on that multi-surface adhesive in order to give yourself another look for your tumbler. So these are 2 fun, not just summer, but I think anytime tumbler patterns that I hope that you enjoyed making with me. And I am excited to see you again next week and craft with you. We do all kinds of crafts together on Thursdays and Fridays. We do have a bunch of kids crafts coming up right now also. So if you have any kids home for the summer, if you know any kids, go ahead and up for our Camp Creatology as well. And you can watch the videos online and craft along with us. So much fun. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again real soon.